Make some noise for the summer nominated. Bro, did you win a summer yet?
Yep.
Hasn't won a summer yet, but we're gonna make sure something happens very soon. Give it up for Cuba! Ah, my boy, what is good? What is
I'm
good? What
good,
is
brother.
good? You nice?
I'm good.
Ah, dog, I have to toast you quickly. Cheers to that mix, bro. That was fire, fire, fire. If you wanna
Thank
check
you.
out the mix, do click right here. Do yourself a favor. Start your December the right way. E16 vandag, whatever date it is, it's the time.
Yeah,
So make sure that you start it the right way, and you just maintain the energy, the level. You good, Maji?
I'm alright. You know.
Ah, dog, I mean, I'm nice, man. After that mix, even I have
Yeah.
absolutely no complaints, bro.
Hey, man.
No complaints, man. Fire. I wanted to know how many, because I picked up some of your tracks, but then I also picked up some tracks that I haven't heard before, especially the last song you played with I think it's Portuguese he was singing.
Oh yeah, you're singing in French.
In French, it was,
Yeah.
and I said it was French. I said, yeah, yo, that
Yeah,
was a
yeah,
dope
man.
song. Is that your next single?
Well, it's a collaborative project that I worked with Upoki and another friend of mine, but to Ucho, all the way from Switzerland.
If I'm not mistaken, the last time you dropped the song was 2020 or 2021.
Exactly. I think it was an album.
It was an album, yeah, it
Yeah.
was an. Why? So long.
Hey, man. Let's just say, Uchi, I've been in a rough like space in my life
Mm.
whereby I found myself Uchi as in little music. I'm just gonna push back a bit, just sit back a bit because yo man, there's been a lot of it's been taking a lot of strain on me, man.
Mm.
I
Mm.
didn't want anything at some point. I didn't want anything to do with music because of personal reasons, outside forces, and other people, and yeah.
Mm.
But I won't get into that now.
No, of
Can
course,
be
of course,
later.
of course. Yeah,
But
after
yeah,
3 minutes.
yeah,
So, Doc, I said, when I opened, I was like, I personally feel like you're the first legend, in my humble opinion, that I've had on the show. And the reason is, yeah, bro, the reason is you are the one consistent name that's come up on almost every single interview I've had,
snap.
straight up. And everyone has got something good to say. And I know you've got a good character. I don't know if it's about that or it's the art itself. Because the art is speaking for itself. But then do you feel like how you are as a person is part of it?
Yeah, definitely. Like the way I've been brought up, man. Like I'm human first
Mm,
before anything.
mm, mm.
So that's how I treat Abanya Mountain. That's how I would love Abanya Mountain to treat me.
Yeah.
It's all, I'm always human first. Like be nice. I'm this person. If I can tell you something, there was a guy. I won't mention his name, ne?
Mm,
But this guy, I remember him telling me, "Guti, dude, angekho yendawo in this industry than it is your online. In order to make it in this industry, kosele ube ruthless, kosele ube njani, kosele ube njani." That for a while, man, you might understand. But okay, then what industry am I getting myself into?
mm,
Where I have to change my character, my person, my persona, the
mm.
person that I am. I have to be evil in order to make it. You know what? If that's the case, I don't want anything to do with the industry. I don't want it. But then
Sticks.
the music spoke, like you mentioned earlier. The
Yeah.
music was working for me. Mabon Wuti, no, it's accompanied by the personality that I have, and it's the music works. And the more to check on the outside behind the music, you're like, oh, out here,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you
Of
know.
course, bro.
And I didn't have to change for anyone, and I'm never gonna change for anyone.
Nice. Hey, big shout out. Joe, Chinese answer, James. That was fire. Big shout out to Boki in the house, man.
Yeah,
It's
Bucky,
always good to see
Bucky,
Boki, dog. Yeah.
Daniel.
That's
I have my bros as well. Daniel,
yeah, yeah,
and I got
yeah,
King Kazi.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, right there. Man, check out their stuff. All these niggas.
It's SAPC, man.
Oh,
Like, yeah.
18,
Yeah.
18 RS.
SAPC 4.
Okay, I know some nerd. I
I've
think
got you. No, I'm nice, bro. Okay, but just so that we close that one nicely, I
yeah.
feel as though that person, as much as you might not mention his name, I feel like he has a very good point because I also grew up in a musical family.
Mm-hmm.
My father did some prominent things, and he's a good person at heart, but a lot of people don't get to see that because of how he has to carry himself to be where he is.
Yeah.
So I don't say change who you are. I love that, bro. I think it's the reason you're here today, right now on the podcast, dog. You granted me the opportunity, to or you honored me. I honored you. Whatever. Hey, Sloom, you came through and you showed love,
Yes.
So I just feel as though, yeah, man, dog, I'd hate to have to be in an industry like that, but don't you feel like it's true though?
Well, let's just say, Guti, I've met a lot of characters. I've
Mm,
met a lot of people within the industry, and um, it's like they have this facade or this thing that they wear whenever they step outside,
mm,
and they get shit done
mm,
because of that, you know.
mm,
But I mean, I'm a firm believer with no man. I don't have to change who I am to get shit done as well. I
mm,
mean, with me being myself, you're still gonna give me that respect. I mean, keep up,
mm,
you know.
mm,
But yeah, I've seen many guys. I know many guys. Abanye engikhule nabo, they're good at hearts, but Jobo Usho they put on this thing, and shit works for them.
mm.
But no, I can never. I don't have it in my nature, man. I tried many times.
Got you.
But
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
being the anything that forces or changes me, I don't want anything to do with it.
Mm,
But yeah, this industry for excuse me for you guys who are aspiring artists, music producers, people that want to get into the industry, you have to have you develop a tough skin at the end of the day. You know, it doesn't mean what you have to be cold-hearted, but you have to have mentally routine.
confirm. Mm.
Yeah, you must be firm with your things. Know what you want to do, and be. What's nasi silungu singibaleke.
Can't help because now I'm saying she.
Yeah. Bathini man. Okay, everything that you do, intentions zakho, everything must be deliberate. Yonke into oyenzayo, all the moves, everything that you want, you must make sure ukuthi uso.
Mm. You are one of those people that I looked up to before I even started this,
Insert.
And you're still here. And I've had trouble with that. I've stepped away, come
Yeah.
back, stepped away. Because you're in the family, you just have to keep doing things around the music, convince yourself to come back in. How long have you been in the game?
Yo,
When did you start?
yo. Okay,
Without giving away your age.
so let's just say I started making music when I was 13, right?
What?
Yeah.
Yo. Well, that makes sense. Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
I started making music when I was 13, but I got my first hit when I was 16. But unfortunately, the
Ridiculous.
hit,
Which song was this?
Ipepe.
Ipep. Damn it! That was you!
That's me. That's me behind the paper.
Of course, that's you.
Exactly.
Yo, dog, I'm embarrassed that I didn't know that.
Nah, bro, don't worry.
Yo,
A lot of people still.
who took the shine for that song? Because I know, thank you, Bobby. In my mind, I'm thinking Zinhle Pepe. But obviously, I know Zinhle doesn't compose or anything, so
Well, let's just say it worked for her
it worked for her.
rather than me. Yeah.
Did you guys ever have a conversation where it was her song? Or she
No.
just played it and because it was never dropped like, I don't know if it was dropped like formally and everything, but
So story behind the paper. To cut a long story short, she was working on a compilation and had approached me with the song for her compilation. So we made everything happen. The deal was my former manager at the time. The track was there on the album, but the title valid was like Cuba Baby. I think it was track 7 and track 6, or I don't know, something.
hectic. And
I
you're only 16 that time, so what do you do?
Well, Lapo, at that time I was 18 now.
You're 18.
Yeah.
I mean, still, like, what do you do?
Yeah, but so like any let me not say like any, so Mina, I'm not a rational personal but I was like, no man, something's not right here. I'm not getting ama answers. Like contact tire. I don't know what's happening. Why is this happening? Yabo? Yeah, I'm in Sony because the song was licensed to Sony or something. I remember contract date is Sony. I get to Sony, I find this other exec there. Ngihlale phansi naye. This is where now I learned ukuthi industry njani.
Mm. You need a drink for this one.
Get to the office, spoke to this guy. I'm explaining the situation. Yam. This is what this guy says to me. Donna, you're a producer. You make more songs. Go produce. Yeah, ngalepo. Kanjalo dog.
Mm.
Yo. You're a producer. You'll make more hits. Ha, Matwana, let it go, pinch. Learn to bite the bullet. It's kanjani. This is my song. It's working for someone else. Like things are popping.
Mm.
Ladies,
It's my time now,
no,
yeah.
no, ngengo Miami, no, but in pinch, lento ufuna ukuyiqala, ngeke uyigcine, and you're still young, you want to get into this industry, yeka lento ufuna ukuyenza boy, just let it go. Aphuma ngiswabile boy,
Yes, like.
aphuma ngiswabile, let it go, I let the song go just like that.
Did you ever resolve like the relationship because of the person that you are?
Man, like I mean, I learned to forgive. I've learned to forgive about it, but I'll never forget, because many times we would meet in our different workspaces. For example, I used to work with production, yeah, ones and twos.
Mm.
Remember ones and twos?
Yeah,
Was it done?
yeah.
So sinokubonana, hi Nicholas, kunjani? Hi Sharp, kunjani? Izinto ezinjalo phela. It's like a high situation.
Yeah.
Um, but we
Yes.
never had that conversation.
Mm.
Angifuna hayi ukuthi ngiyamkhulumela mhlambe yena on her side maybe kuyi-team yakhe ethe ride with this.
Mm.
Ntwana,
Mm.
you'll never know.
True. Okay, but were you at least like compensated via royalties and stuff?
So what I did was in 2008, 7 and 8, I learned about the sound. So the smartest thing that I did before the song came out, now Kinto Bohui register and all that other stuff, I had known about that, those kind of things. So the only monies that I received from the song were actually royalties from airplay and performances and stuff like that.
Mm.
The amount that I made from sales, Mkumbula at check account, was not even more than $1,000 from sales alone. But hey man, Uintwana on 18 grand is a lot.
It is a lot, especially that time. I mean,
Yeah.
okay, okay. I see. Yeah, man, it's a ruthless game, man. We're told every single day. But then that producer was the guy from Sony. I mean, he didn't lie by saying you're not gonna make more songs, because I mean, there was Tony's Revenge. There was, I don't know how to
No
pronounce it,
doubt.
Utashwikota.
Tashwik-
I'm not even. No Doubt was just smash, bro. What was your biggest song?
I would say no doubt.
No
Definitely.
Doubt, no?
No
Yeah,
doubt.
yeah, yeah.
No
That's
doubt.
No Doubt, yeah. With Marissa Guzman, no?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
Guzman,
yeah.
Guzman.
How do you, Guzman? Yeah,
Guzman,
I think
okay.
that's how she pronounces it.
Mm.
That song was my ticket out of Africa.
Yes, nice.
That song was my ticket out of SA.
Mm. What he's trying to say is now we're getting dollars and pounds.
Exactly.
No, dog, we saw you there, Pele. You had this Mini Cooper that always had girls every single gig. So, nje, we knew that
I don't know
life
what
is
this
good.
guy's talking
Life is
about.
good. Everyone knows that car. No silver, no? White silver.
Hey, I don't know what you're talking about, bro.
Convertible, no khan.
Oh no.
All right, fresh,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Okay. So it was definitely No Doubt, no?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And that was 2013,
2013,
no?
14.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, cool. So you just say that, I mean, your first hit was at the age of 16 and you produced so many other songs till
Yeah.
this day. Do you feel like a legend? Honestly, don't even try to be modest about this.
Hey, man. Okay, let me just say, because of the people around me and all the response and all the love that I'm getting from a lot of different people, and also abanye abantu I wouldn't expect ukuthi bangasho lezi zinto lezo. It definitely does feel like you've been in the game kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Because man, like a lot of people will be like, I'm talking people who are in the game right now who are making dope music, who are apopile. I'm talking millionaires. Bafike bathi, "Hayi, mfana, respect."
Yeah.
You got me into this shit. I'm like, what do you
Of
mean, dog? This
course,
ain't that
yeah.
dope shit.
You got me in the shit. He's telling him. He's telling you.
Jeez.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, so I'm very humbled, and yeah, I can say, Uti, I feel like I'm not I'm a Groot man,
Mm,
but I do feel that I've had an impact to music industry.
nice. How old are you now, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 33, turning 34.
Oh, you very, very much
Yeah,
useful.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, cool. I mean, me personally, and a lot of people, someone has even mentioned it. Like, that's why, like, when you came through, I was excited,
Yeah,
especially for the podcast. I was like, we've got a legend on the show, Chase. We've
yeah,
got someone who's been making us dance for a while now, you know, one
yeah.
of the most prominent figures in the house music industry. And like, Afrotech is big now, but like, when you did the sound then,
Yeah.
was there even a thing called Afrotech?
I don't think there was an yeah the name or the title wasn't there,
Mm,
but I remember. Okay, I mean, I'm considered as one of the pioneers of the sound.
mm,
Um, and Mkumbula back in 2012, 2013, there was, God, what's that show? I mean, not the show, a channel. You remember Vu's?
you, Vuze,
Yeah,
yeah?
Vu's. I think it was
Vuzu.
Vuzu of, yeah, Vuzu. Yeah,
Vuzu, yeah.
Vuzu.
Yeah.
I remember doing an interview with the Vuzu, and kuleyo interview they also interviewed Shimza, and Shimza mentions ukuthi, hey, I don't know ukuthi what he's working on a new sound now. He's taking this, he's
Yeah.
calling it Afro Electro, whatnot,
Yeah.
whatnot. So Konalana, I came across that interview. I'm like, oh snap! I was coming up with the sound.
Yeah. Dog, that's incredible,
Yeah, bro.
bro.
And there's a song I remember. I think I did it in 2012. I
Mm.
listen to it now. I'm like, this is a sound that everyone is doing now.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
funny enough, ngikhumbula ngikhuluma noTaxin. Taxin is always like,
Ah, ah, ah,
tabang mathebula.
what? Yeah.
So Taxin is like to me, hey, ndoda sikulindile ndoda. Show us what the next 5 years looks like.
Mm.
Show us what the next 5 years looks like. What is this guy saying? Athi yeah, when music ushaya manje, mara
Yes, yes.
show us the
Ah,
future.
yeah.
Show us the
Where we
future. What are
going?
the people that I'm listening that we're listening to? Show us the
Mm.
future, man. And then it made me realize, oh snap, okay, sharp, really. I think that was another thing that put me in depression mode. In I think around 2017, 2018,
Mm.
I felt like, excuse me, I felt like, um, geez, Nick, lento lezo mukuyenza ngeke fly, dog.
Mm.
Just let it be.
Mm.
I had put so much pressure on myself. Ukuthi, I don't want to sound like Uban Ban. I always want to
Mm.
be starting something new.
Mm. Mm.
So I didn't realize that I'm actually putting pressure on myself, and then there will come a time where I'll just run out. And yeah, that was the toughest moment of my life. That's when I was like, yeah, you know what, out in Hambing, a car and go regroup. I stayed like I went back home for like 2 months.
Mm.
Mpaka makuku. For real, dog. Hey.
So you spoke about the individuals around you keep you going. You never really vocal about the relationship that you have with such a wonderful person, Miss Thandi Draai. Yeah.
This
Oh, we
guy.
were gonna bring it up. You can cut it out now if you don't want to talk about it. But like, I just wanted to know what is her role like in this? Because I mean, I can't imagine how it is being in the same industry
Yeah, yeah.
as your spouse and going through what you go through sometimes. You know, what is her voice in all of this to you?
Dude, I don't know how to answer that. But let's just say Wuti, my best friend, when it comes to work, work. Yeah, Pusha, she's focused, you know.
Hmm.
And then Mogu isn't to Z, isn't to Z.
Yeah.
Um, but she's always been that person who encouraged I, who push I, or she would get very angry if I'm not in my element.
Hmm.
She's always the person who pushes me, Wuti, yo, dude, you can do this. You know, and you need a bantabanjalo.
Hmm.
Like, you know, I have my pillars of strength and my bros now, no poke.
Hmm.
I always roll in the machita now, you know. They are always those people that give me that drive, that push. Do you know the F you are?
Hmm.
Same as
Hmm.
Thandi. She's the one who says that in the, do you know the fuck you are?
Especially in the darkest times. Yeah.
Yeah, you know,
You know.
don't ever forget who you are.
Yeah.
and then that ignites that fire in me again. But okay, let me just carry on, keep on pushing, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's that person in my life. When it comes to this whole music thing, she's my pillar of strength as well as my bros and uh, my biggest fan of all time, my mother. Oh no, for random times. So why not keep lingo?
Hey, yeah, yeah. Are you serious? What? So many parents against this industry, and you have parents that are supporting you.
Yo, man.
Back to the music, bro.
Yeah,
Should we expect anything soon?
yeah, most definitely.
How soon?
Soon as in like next year soon.
Serious.
um, yeah, yeah. But I've been throwing a couple of gems, G,
Mm,
loosely, you know,
mm,
just to get the name like on people's mouths,
mm.
like mga course, because you know
Yeah. Must be
the industry
relevant, yeah.
there, yeah, yeah, yeah. Like out of sight, out of mind. So I mean, I'm out of sight. I don't want to be out of mind. So what do I do? Sneak a couple of
Yeah,
gems there.
yeah, yeah.
Balogo bakhulume, you know.
No. So, talking about the music, ne?
Mm.
You don't, you, I asked you because I was hosting, I was like, what do you want to drink? And you told me about water and juice, dog. And I'm
Yeah.
like, there's no way this guy doesn't drink. Do you smoke?
No,
Doesn't smoke. Are you on drugs? Maybe.
no,
This is the final one.
no.
And then you
Unless
produce the way you produce.
caffeine is a drug, then yeah.
Ah, it's not a drug that thing. So how where does it come from? Because before, maybe to help you answer your question,
Yeah, yeah.
when I listen to music, no, even your music, I get a high.
Oh,
And your music is fast. Like some of the songs are like Tony's Revenge was like,
yeah.
and we're just like, yo, pants it down. Though you driving in traffic and just like imotecha have come on clutch control, handbrake piece, I literally did stuff like that,
Oh
dog, because
snap.
I get into it.
Yeah.
So then I start asking myself, Uti, I always feel as though, and I might be wrong, maybe certain producers who produce like you must be in some sort of a funk or move away from themselves in order to be, and I'm not
Yeah.
influencing anyone to now get into a funk
Yeah, yeah.
before they start moving a certain direction. But like, how?
I mean, with me, dog. In all honesty, I don't know. Um, and I won't say with something possesses me or something. No.
Mm. Because I'd be worried if you were drinking at age of 30, producing, making hits at 16. Did you get your matric at least? Okay, good. You know, I'd be concerned. I'd be
Oh
concerned. Yeah.
man. No, to be honest, I don't know, bro. It's just okay. I think the one thing that that pushes me a lot when it comes to creating is, like I said earlier, seeing people's reactions and the emotions and how they react to what I create.
Mm.
I feed off that
Mm.
because young Jabli select it. Okay, Vatandi lo,
Yeah.
something.
Mm.
Then you test the food, react. Okay,
This is
Vatandi.
game moving. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think I'm feeding off that.
Ah, I've got you.
Um,
Got you.
and for the longest time, I think what kept me doing me and me being in my sound is not letting myself be influenced by any other sounds or any other things that were happening around me. Like I remember before I start a track, I always listen to my old tracks.
For what?
I don't know. I just listen to ingoma zami fun. Angazi bengenzani la or lena in
Yeah.
and then I start working on new songs and try to I'm always chasing this feeling. There's a feeling before I release a song.
Mm.
If I don't have that feeling, I know Tangik is bad. I don't mean it must be a hit or anything. Just there's a feeling that I wanna chase, and when I grab that feeling,
Mm.
that's where I see it in people. Mangidlala, abanye bayakhala, abanye beza gimba, abanye bayazisola. Then so that's when I know, okay, Shab, I still have it.
I've got you. I've got you.
Yeah.
All right. Nice one. If you were to do a back to back with like Black Coffee or Shinza, who would you choose and why?
Hey man, I'll say both, man. I mean, both guys are dope. I
I don't
can't
want
choose.
political answers, bro.
No.
Like,
I
it's not about who's better.
uh,
It's just about who would you like to do that with, and also like, do you
you,
feel as though the sound that you produce and their sound would somehow merge when you bring it back to back?
so here's why I say both. Me and Mingdala, when I play, I'm not an Afrotech person. per se. I'm rough,
Afro.
like the Afro.
Afro.
You know, I'm very much Afro. That's where I would say what in Yoshimida.
Mm.
But at some point, like Unati plays a sound that I love.
Mm.
You
Mm.
know, that's where I would play with him as well.
Mm.
So
Mm.
I love both sounds
Yeah,
equally,
I've got you.
and I don't
I've
have a
got you.
favorite.
Ah,
Yeah.
I've got you. All right, no stress, man. Hey, man, it's been such a heavy interview, bro. But like, he's dropped some gems. The sun is not on our side, unfortunately, so it's just getting darker by the minute.
Yeah.
Dog, thank you for coming through. Such a dope chat. I can't. You know, one day I hope that we look back at this interview, or someone comes to you and like, you helped me, or you saved me from whatever, or if it wasn't for you saying this, I wouldn't have seen that, or just to know where your frame of mind is. I just appreciate that you came through with so much honesty, and when you leave here, I hope once we drop this, it works for you in whatever way possible, because you took your time and energy and you dropped us a fire
Thank
set. So like, I don't know how I can give anginamali. Ngizokunika imali sibe nginemali, yabo. But you being here, man, this is for the culture, bro. And it would not make sense not to have you on the show.
Thank you so much for having me on the show, bro. And
Yeah, I think we're done now. We've had Cuba on the show. The podcast is over, gents. We'll see each other. We'll start another podcast later on. Big shout out. His name is Cuba. Check him out on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter as Cuba. That's
CUE.
Cuebur. Yo,
Yo!
Cuebur.
I was gonna say,
Dog, you know what? I don't want to mess up the BUR because I keep saying ER at the end. And I'm
Yeah.
sure a lot of people get that messed up, no?
bro, all the time.
Yeah.
I also need to, like, you know what I do, ne? Side note. Sometimes when I get time to do admin and stuff, Nyago Sambro, and search my name as CUEBER,
Are you serious?
it comes up. So other royalties of mine are withheld because these people are not typing the way,
Yeah.
But yeah, CUEBUR.
Yeah. Now we know where the paper royalties are. Big shout out to Cuba. This is AJ's house, baby.
Peace out.